This one's specific to Fred and Chuck. States at the last Crackerbarrel, you both stated that you could not endorse House Bill 1234 unless major changes were made. One of you stated that after being on the school board for 10 years, merit pay will not work. The other stated that the evaluation system is too subjective. You both voted in support of House Bill 1234. What major changes were made that allows you that bill to gain your support?
Well, we had to get the House bill over to the Senate, and during that entire time, there was ongoing negotiations. There was a study group that was put together, a group of legislators that were working with the Department of Education, and whether or not I supported the individual parts of that bill became unnecessary because we had to put under a time schedule. We had to get it over to the Senate. And like we told you at the very beginning, this is an ongoing process. I haven't changed my mind as far as merit pay. I still don't see that is anything that can work. But since merit pay was still part of 1, 2, 3, 4, and it had to get over to the Senate, I voted to get it over there so we could continue working on
it. The process in the legislature oftentimes is that the House will deal with an issue such as this, and we were advised, or I was advised, by there's a group of local superintendents, ironically most are from Westover, that are working on House Bill 1234, and as part of the process, it's prudent to send it to the Senate. They then in turn have amended it. It's been amended heavily. I don't believe it at all rectified. It resembles the original bill. That bill will come back to the House, and the House will have another vote on that particular bill. So that's part of the process. It doesn't mean an endorsement of that particular bill.
Then the follow-up question to that is, if House Bill 1234 comes back to you with merit pay included, how are you going to vote?
I'm undecided. I've not seen the bill yet. It changed as late as yesterday, and I know that there are some amendments and so on, but until seeing the bill, I'm not going to indicate one way or the other, because I honestly don't know. I've been inclined to vote against it. However, I believe that there's some delayed implementation, and there's some more desirable attributes of that particular bill.
The biggest part of 12, and in part of that discussion, when 1234 comes up to the Senate on Monday, I will vote for it, because it will then pass back to the House because it's been heavily amended. It will go to conference committee in both houses. You're going to see it again before it's all said and done. But essentially, the merit pay, for the most part, there's a component in there for it, but you got to remember the options that are there is the school district can opt out of it altogether and do nothing. They can adopt the original plan, which I think very few, if any, of the school districts are going to do, because that part of the bill, those sections of the bill just establish the groundwork and the framework for doing it all. And the other thing is they can design their own plan. The biggest thing about 1234 now is there is no money in it. There is no appropriation in it. Everything is delayed implementation. A lot of the emails which I've gotten, particularly in the last several weeks, unfortunately, some they're not quite aware of where 1234 is and what's being worked on. Have indicated, take the merit pay out and leave it local control. Just about all of this is now local control. The other big part was, get some study groups together, get some panels together, let's study it for a year. Well, but with the delayed implementation of everything in this bill, I can say there's not $1 in it for this year. Everything is delayed for up to 2016 on the 10 years. So everything's delayed. The study groups will essentially be assembled throughout the state this year as part of this bill. And so anything that's not right, we can come back next year and take a look at it. The funding part of it will start next year, so all of that goes down the pipe. Again, it's going to be a very busy process on 1234, as it has been in the legislature with the budget the last couple of years. So it's a work in progress, I just say stay tuned.
Thank you.